it's Thomas with WaywardCityGames.com, and I'm here with Jesse.
Yo.
We've got some pretty cool stuff in line for you today. This is going to be filmed on the day before Dominaria United releases, and the day before Pokemon also releases Lost Origin. It's a stacked week for a store, for hobbyists, for players, and what we've got on the docket today is a case of collector booster boxes for Dominaria United, and there are legends available in these, so we're hoping to pull maybe a couple of them. Likely going to be not terribly spicy, but if they are, we'll certainly welcome it. Plus an additional just bonus for funsies and shiggles, because we like doing that. And then later on, we're going to get through a full case of Lost Origins. Let's get ready. It's time. So this set, there are a few firsts. The first thing that we want to go over, these collector boxes have present in them cards from 1994's original Legends set. And so that set, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, claims that they found pallets of these boxes from 1994 of the original Magic's Legends set. What do we got for our box topper? We have to make a quick comment on the box toppers for this set. I'm not impressed. I've opened a couple of boxes. I'm not impressed, right? And they don't quite look as full and finished as you've seen in other sets, but we're gonna leave that here. See if we can get some space in this set to get a couple of legends. And so what I was finishing up for on the legends side of things is there's cards from the 1994 original Magic set of legends inside of these packs. Now, they're not reprints, so it's very, very important to remind yourself, these are not reprints. They found these, they stuffed them in here. The land cycle is amazing for this set. Love it. And then we've got the stained glass. The stained glass textured foils, they look sharp. I will admit, the foiling process on this helps to bring light from underneath the card, so it does look like stained glass. So we'll hope to get some crazy. We're into the rares here. First pack in. Leaf Crowned, Vohar, couple of uncommons, first foil etched, and nothing good in this box. Can't win them all, in this pack. Can't win them all. Back to the Legends real quick as we get mixing. Legends are in here and they're about one card per 3 boxes. So that's 1 in 36 packs. Now, there's 36 packs of each Legends box in the original 1994. So we're talking a lot of commons. That said, there are a lot of very valuable cards allegedly stuck inside of these. I mean, look at this forest. This is insane.
I love it.
Absolutely insane. I mean, look at the foiling on this. The Raven Man.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is an absolutely gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous card. Not worth a whole lot of money, but fantastic treatment of that. Defiler.
So outside of the Legends cards, what are the big ones we're looking for?
So in this set, the Liliana is going to be likely the most playable that we're after. She comes in 2, Soul Wind Grace is nice, Anointed Peacekeeper. She comes in 2 versions. She comes in her normal border. She comes in the borderless, and of course she's got kind of her normal treatment as well. I think that the most sought-after card from this set that's not going to be a legend, of course, is the Shieldred.
Gotcha.
And Shieldred is just an absolute staple. She's a powerhouse of a card. There's been other versions of Shieldred, and there's a Phyrexian version of Shieldred in this set that a lot of people are looking forward to as well. And the last Magic's been in these last few sets been including the Phyrexian language version of some Praetors and some other really key cards, and they've seemed to do very well with the market, and I for one like them. Starting back in, I just can't get over these stained glass cards. They really did a fantastic job with these.
Super cool.
They look really, really cool. Yeah, starting back in Kaldheim, they started to include the Praetor Vorinclex. They gave him that treatment, and man, was that a good one. Plaza, Logo, Astor. Wow. Dupes, anyone?
Interesting.
That'll work. Anyway, playables. So not a bad pull. We want to get some spice here. We'll start speeding this up a little bit so we can crack through. So we've got a lot. So what I'm going to do from here on out is just go over the rares, and we'll get through the rest of this stuff.
Start hammering them out?
Yep, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to start setting aside all of our commons, and we're just going to go for our rares. So Rivaz and Rasputin, Zira. Yeah, nothing coming out of here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these pull rates.
It's a mountain.
The mountains are always good.
Braids?
Braids. It's in that, not a terribly valuable card, but that treatment of it really looks insane. Really looks good. Sarah Paragon. Now there is a hit right here. This particular card is, talk about a great card, right? White has just been calling for this card for a long time, but I want to say in the borderless version of this card, it's around $22-ish somewhere around there right now. So there's our first hit, and I feel like, okay, the World Spell, Quarian, another Braids. Braids, man, Braids is showing up quite frequently. Yeah. I feel like the amount of packs that we're gonna have to rip here to get to some of these pull rate numbers, it's gonna be interesting because these last few sets from Magic, at least in the collector boxes, they've been a little sporadic. And the dupes, I should say, starting from Midnight Hunt. Midnight Hunt, another Lurgoyf in here. Midnight Hunt and later sets. Another Raven Man, lots of dupes. Lots of dupes.
Yep.
The pulls there's been a lot of duplicates since Midnight Hunt. And that's not the same for Ikoria, Zendikar Rising, Kaldheim. In my sense, the boxes still have value, and that can be a good thing if you do pull dupes of some fire cards, right? It's absolutely a good thing, but for the most part, your weight against, another Salknar, that is an absolutely stunning looking card right here.
Ooh.
That glass effect just looks so cool. Yeah, great card too.
First planes?
First one? Great. Foils are awesome. Another Ramirez. It seems to me like, another Danitha here, it seems to me like Ramirez is showing up in every single pack that we have in Foil Edge. Oh, and another point. I have pulled 2 of him in box toppers as for collector boxes.
First one.
There we go. In the hit. Let's go. That's awesome. The artwork on this card is also, I mean, when do they do Liliana wrong? They don't. They never do. She's just always a vision of poise and grace.
Love it.
I mean, that is an absolutely sharp artwork. And for me, I get a lot of the sense on this particular version of the card, a lot of the Vow, the Crimson Vow vibes. There's a lot of that like dark vampire kind of feel to it, which for Liliana is not necessarily on point, but that black kind of feel where she's just a regal powerhouse, I'll take it all day long.
Right.
Another thing I want to address while we're opening these, I don't know if we're going to be able to capture it on camera, but these packs, the way that they've been sealed is just sus, right?
Bizarre.
I mean, yeah, they're coming out of the boxes. Here we are. They're coming out of the boxes. Let me see if I can get my focus. There we go. Open. They're not sealed well at all.
Yeah.
Right? Tell us in the comments if you guys are opening any of this kind of stuff too. Every box that we've opened so far has been open on the edges of every single pack. And I don't know what kind of shenanigans are happening over there, but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence when you know there are a lot of high-value cards supposedly in this set.
Right.
You definitely want to feel comfortable and confident knowing you're dropping. What are these box prices right now? $250 before taxes and shipping. That's a pretty deep wallet spend.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, and you don't want to have these openings in here, and kind of makes things a little sus. I'll just leave it at that. So hoping to get a couple more of these big hits. I know Shield Dread is going to be a absolute staple for a long time. Formats have been utilizing this card for a hot minute here. Oh, Astor is such a great, another regular Sarah Paragon, but foil. We can take that. Take that all day. We'll just stack these babies out here.
Yeah, the artwork's really cool on these.
Yeah, lots of these. I mean, the land cycle is also great to have some of these little panes in here. They work out well.
It's another box topper if you want to open that.
Yeah, we might as well, right? See what kind of spice we may contain in here. Let
Hopefully
the spice
centering's
flow.
a little bit better.
Oh my. My. The centering on these boxes. See, it's just, It's not impressive. I don't know what's going on with this box topper slot, but it's doing little to inspire a lot of good feelings about box toppers being something that's exclusive and something that you want.
Right.
Right? I mean, how many games have had box toppers? How many sets have had box toppers? And the reason why? Let's take, for example, Zendikar Rising. You buy a box because the box topper has a chance to have that fetch land be in a showcase form of it or be in its Zendikar treatment. It's got something exclusive to offer. I feel like a box topper should not be included. If you're not going to put at least some chase to have some real fire come out of here.
Well, it's supposed to be the incentive to buy the entire box, right?
Absolutely, right? You're supposed to have some reason that you'll... Caves is okay here. Voltan. Yeah, you need some reason to just say, well, why am I not going to buy singles, right? Well, if I got a chance to acquire some singles, and plus I got this box topper chance.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe that the box topper slot for this particular set adds any significant EV to the total value of the box.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting concept that Magic has already deployed before. Let's look at the set booster box. The formula for the set booster box is we're not drafting anything in here. We're just having a good time collecting some packs, or collecting some singles. Sulfur Springs is good in Zer. But really what we're after here are rares. And there's roughly 1.2 rares. Oh, Savitri not bad. 1.2 rares. You have a chance to get 1.2 rares per pack.
Okay.
Right? So they have the list in the set booster boxes, right? Which is a curated group of cards from Magic's past.
Okay.
And those cards show up 1 in 4, traditionally. 1 in 4 packs will have a card that's from the list. So it's a curated group. Hey, Borderless Vesuvan, this is good. Yeah, that's a real good card right here. I want to say around $22-ish, somewhere around there.
Cool.
So traditionally, these set booster packs, 1 in 4 packs, has contained a card from the list, right? And it's a group of 180-ish cards that are curated from Magic's past. And some of the lists, they change every set. Some of the list cards have been quite valuable.
Right.
Especially in the last couple of sets. There's been Anointed Procession, there's been Tutors. They've been actually pretty good. The question is, how much total value does that add to the box itself, the entirety of the box? And the truth is, it's really not that much on the scope of things, right? When you really the portal's not bad here at all.
Yeah.
When you really drag it out. So what's interesting is we're seeing this happen now. It's the first time we're seeing this happen with a collector booster box. If you want to consider it in a new light, the Legends cards from Antiquity that are put back into this particular set, you can almost think of it like this is the list for the collector booster boxes. A lot of them are going to be no value at all.
Yeah.
But you're going to be able to pull a Tabernacle perhaps, and now you've got over how many boxes is the question does it take to really get that value out of there? Otherwise, it's really good marketing. I do have to say, though, this is one of the most fantastic pieces of art. The coloring that comes out of this particular card on the stained glass. Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah.
This really looks a lot like the cover art from the set itself. And it's not bad to look at. Oh, we got a little mana rig, not terribly good. But there's a two mythic pack here, not bad.
Foiling on that one's really cool.
Oh yeah, more of the coloring, more of these the color palette for this set. If you want to look at something similar, look at like the new Capenna avant-garde style artwork. It's all very hue generate. Like the colors are flawlessly matched together. The color theory is great. Color theory is fantastic with this set as well. Hey, look, it's Ramirez in every single. Ramirez shows up in every single one. The good news is there's quite a few lands in here. Whether or not we're making out ahead, we're definitely not in these last 2 boxes. But we'll see if this gets treated in any way like Double Masters, where we can get some pretty crazy hits. Feast or famine, as it were, right? It seems to be the case for Elder Dragon War. And that's not bad. Always playable goodness. Temporary lockdown. Hey, look, another Ramirez. You know what we should start doing?
What's that?
We should start calling this the Ramirez set. Because so far, every pack I've opened happens to have Ramirez de Pietro, the Pillager, right? And it's no matter how many of these I'm opening, I'm not getting used to having them opened on the sides.
Yeah. That's weird.
Having those 2 things open. I'm an old school Magic guy, and if I see a pack that's had any tampering on it in any way, I'm immediately just like the Spideys.
Red alert?
Yeah, it just pops up, right? I mean, a Frog Beast in the Legendary slot, not bad. Not bad. Temporal Firestorm. Radiant Maelstrom, nah, not bad. Lagomos, not really getting any crazy. Liliana's been great. I'll tell you, Jesse's been just whooping my butt over here with, with the
some
pulls,
good pulls?
Yeah. We matched on... Oh, you got a Karn over here, too, yeah.
I did get the Karn, yeah.
Karn's not bad at all. The artwork for Karn. We got to pause. We got to pause for a minute and talk about that. I love the stained glass. I absolutely love the stained glass from this set, right? I love stained glass. But is that Karn? That's the question. Is that Karn? In my sense, I've never seen Karn related to anything that can look remotely like that.
Yeah.
But it's great. Just call it something else, not Karn. Cosmic Epiphany, Tobias, a regular Celestri, not in the foil etch. But these guys, right? These guys, it's Tobias and Ramirez. These guys they are prolific. Absolutely prolific. Boy, do they show up quite a bit. Yeah, I want to say from Kaldheim on, we started to see some good Praetor stuff. There's been some good pulls. So far, if I were to just buy 3 boxes off the street, I'm not quite convinced that this is... Hey, there's another Ramirez, right? Showing up all the time.
Foiling on that guy.
Wow, I did pull one of those too.
Did you? Okay, cool.
Look at that. You're right. Absolutely
great. It's amazing on that card.
And another thing too, these are not completely crinkled up yet.
Yeah.
They're still flat. I guess, is it end of summertime maybe? Moisture content? Who knows, right? But I'm with everybody's criticism of Magic cards foiling, really from Commander Legends, right? So, COVID era set, we bring out Commander Legends, and Commander Legends was to introduce the etched foil. That was a brand new foil type that Magic put out. But what ended up happening, Unite the Coalition, not bad at all. What ended up happening was all of these foils, Tor's not bad, but he's just, is this 1, 2, 3? Wow, only 4 rares that pack.
Interesting. Don't
skimp us, Wizards. What are you doing over there? Right? Feel like we got to get our money's worth every pack here.
It's foil.
Another Salknar in foil. Yeah, that's a gorgeous card. Now, if you remember Salknar, the Swamp King from Legends, talk about an absolute powerhouse card. That was a highly collectible card at the time, and its artwork really gave you this sense of like Swamp Thing coming out of the swamp, and he's just like gritty, dirty, and black, right? Its power is your total number of swamps. Really, really cool card. Oh, another mana rig over here. Yeah, it's clearly a Commander world these days. We all know what's happening with that.
Ooh, this is a hit, isn't it? I remember seeing that one somewhere.
Yeah, Timeless.
There
Lotus.
it is.
Here's our first one. That's great. And I believe this is the only... It comes in... Is that already some nicking? No, we're in good shape. I believe it just comes in regular, and it comes in foil.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any borderless or like showcase artwork for it, which is fine. I'm okay with less variations in the marketplace.
Got another Savitri out of the same pack, too.
Another foil etched, huh? That was a good pack.
Yeah, no, that was pretty
Good.
good.
A really good pack.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I think you're for sure, 100% without a doubt, whipping my ass on this, which is great. Yeah, these textured foils, some of them appear to be much more textured than others do. And it seems to me that cards that are in that Dimir color, so black and blue, they look great, but man, does their texturing really prominently come out. Pretty neat. Definitely kicking my... Ooh, I'll raise you. A Liliana.
Hey,
there it is.
we did it.
Good times, good times. So Liliana to me seems to be around 40-ish, 42-ish dollars, somewhere around there. And for good
measure.
Yeah, I believe that... we still got this box top over here. I believe she stays pretty high. Yeah, we're still kind of in the middle of prices for... Oh, look at that. So there could be potentially some good stuff. Yeah, there could be some good stuff. But no, look at this off-centering. The other one Just a force of will card, Jesse said to me earlier. Yeah, the off-centering is pretty significant for a lot of these things. So anyway, getting back to this whole concept of, QA and curling foils and pringling foils. I don't know that Magic's really done much to address that, and they're very well aware of the general malaise in the marketplace about what they've done to the beloved foils, right? What are we doing in this game? We love foils. Everything's foil these days, right?
They're not new to the game.
No, and I don't know how much longer this arc can stretch for them to continue. And again, so with Commander Legends, what happens, another soul here, what happens is they start to introduce Soul of the Windgrace. They start to introduce these etched foils, right, which are these here. And boy, were they just pringled out. They were completely rounded over.
Yeah.
Nobody liked them, and for good reason. And I believe that as a business, a lot of the time what they wanted to do was they wanted to pitch something in a way that was much more, hey, we're going to make a brand new foil type.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it. When in actuality, I think what they're doing is they're cutting costs. And they're pitching it as though it's an improvement to the game and it's a brand new style, right? New and improved, but also new card stock that's capable of foiling, but also capable of this incredible bend and warp that happens.
Yeah. Got dupes. Same pack.
Hey now.
Look at that.
I want to say we've had just one pack actually with the dupes in it. There was the Yavamas and this, so that's actually not bad. We're already, what, 4 boxes in? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Shauna. Not
a lot
bad.
of squeeze. Squeeze just everywhere.
Yeah, tons and tons and tons. Yeah, it's been an interesting few boxes here, that's for sure. But we got 3 more to go, 4 more here to go.
Yeah,
so we're already 3 in.
We're almost.
Yeah, these are easy, cool cracks. And most importantly, I don't see any. Well, I haven't come across a single legend yet, which we should start seeing statistically here right about now. Which will be interesting. Squee, that's just who doesn't like Squee? This goblin here is just, look at him sitting high and mighty. I feel like goblins. Back in the day, nobody liked to play goblins. Yeah, Soul is really great. Nobody liked to play goblins because, man. How many of these am I going to get? I want to. At the end of this, we're going to count this out. I'll put it in the comments.
See how many Ramirez.
We're going to see how many Ramirez we've got. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Yeah, the second pack that I ever opened in Magic, I had my first was I had opened an Alpha Starter deck back in the olden days of yore, back in '93, and it had a Dingus Egg in it as one of my rares. But guess what? My other rare. That Goblin King just immediately adhered me to Magic. I was like, okay, this is great.
It's my jam.
Yeah, that and the smell, of course, right? There was a way you could bottle that stuff up, man. You'd have yourself a Walter White situation for us old schoolers is what you'd have. You call it the blue, you call it whatever you want, but yeah. Interesting. This is the first time I've seen the Golden R.
I haven't got one of those.
Yeah, it's weird to see the distribution. I think we're probably 7 Yavama coasts in. The distribution for this has been quite interesting. So we're at that like 40 plus packs in.
Yeah,
and
easily.
Yeah, and we're just now starting to see some of these one-offs. No Shield Dread, but even just kind of like what you would consider to be some more bulk stuff. We're not really seeing it show up much. But also not that many duplicates considering what we're pulling.
Unless you're talking about this guy. I've got 3 in a row.
Yeah. Got it. Cool. So at this point, I feel like I'm getting a pretty good sense for the set.
Yeah.
But really what I'm looking for here are I'm looking for some legends. That's what I'm after. Legends it's legends or bust for me at this point. I mean, a Shield Grid would also be nice. Who am I kidding? Shadowrite Priest. Oh! Speak, O ye Shield Dread, and she shall appear.
There it is.
But this is good times. This is real good times. So we've got this Phyrexian Shield Dread. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe 40-ish bucks or something right now. Around that area. Possibly. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right around that area. I think that we have, $40 market price, somewhere around there. I'm going to give Jesse the mic here for a minute and take care of an order that we've got coming in.
You can just hit stop. No, I just put them together.
Yeah, we're good. 60s. Here, figure that out with him. Perfect. Sorry for the interruption here. Where was I? Shieldred. Yeah, so again, got that very like Vorinclex, perfect. Get these Praetors, get that Phyrexian out there. I'm so excited for All Will Be One.
So that's biggest hit so far, yeah?
Yeah, that's for sure it. Yeah. Actually, the Lilies and Shieldred are they're right in line right now, price-wise, for sure. And in terms of playability, I think that both of those are going to see endless amounts of play. So those are the two big hits of the set for sure. It would be really nice to see. I want to see what that Shieldred in the textured foil looks like.
Yeah, I want to see anything textured.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I feel like that. I really am drawn to that look a lot, and I want to. Here we go, Squee. Yeah, we want to get that Shieldred.
Yeah.
In this foiling, that stained glass looks great. Looks really, really great. Okay, well, we're getting there. We're one in. Wow. Rasputin, Tobias, and is there? No, there's not. I was hoping for a Ramirez in there. Round out the trio, right? These are the older versions, newer versions of these older kind of cards. Yeah. Whale Square? Okay, cool. Forgive the interruption. We are in the store before business hours today, and one of our vendors did show up to bring us some beverages, tasty beverages. Crown, you know what I haven't seen either?
What's that?
Another caves. The dragon, the Menace flying 5-color dragon.
I haven't seen that.
I pulled one of them, the very first pack that I opened last week.
Interesting.
But the amount of cards in that I would have certainly expected to see a couple of those, considering we're 2 Lilianas, a Shieldred, and Phyrexian in. It's somewhat interesting. Ooh, the textured Danitha.
Oh, yeah. We got a texture?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Gorgeous card.
Love it.
The blackness of the bordering for these textures is so pit. It's like that one paint that they've made that like absorbs light. Have you seen that paint where like they'll put it on a skull, like a mannequin skull, and you can see no form to it whatsoever. It's just a black hole of paint. It's like the darkest paint in the world. For whatever reason, this stuff reminds me of that. And I go, oh yeah, that's great. It really draws you in. The Raven Man, Silver, cool. I'm hunting for these legends. I am on it.
So Joda is the other one.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Ajani either. We haven't seen any Ajani's in here too. That's at least as anecdotal evidence, quite rare. I will say at pre-release though, we did have 3 Ajani's, no Lilianas. We had 3 Lotuses as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been kind of an interesting run for. We should probably get box toppers out of here too. If this is a Ramirez, Joe better be ready to catch back there, Stalker. Let's see what we've got. And Ohabi.
Okay.
Yeah, we can leave Ohabi and the rest of the bulk pack. Well, let's just do the twofer. Let's do the twofer. And we're looking at. I don't know why I want a Ramirez out of here, but I'm fully expecting a Ramirez. Ramirez! Oh, it is Ramirez! Are you kidding me right now?
Speaking into existence.
That's twice on this single video. I've spoken into existence. All right, now let me just speak into legends, right?
Yeah, let's get a Liliana.
Let's get something else in here.
Another
Braids. Shieldred. Braids is showing up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon, the Lotus, we're still absent considerable amounts of cards I would expect to have seen multiples of so far.
Yeah.
Defiler, Tyrannical Pitlord, Broken. This card is nuts. I can't wait. This card is just playability on this card is insane. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 6-drop, so it's, spendy, but
takes a little bit to get there.
Yeah, flying trample, and then you can buff up, drag to the bottom. Yeah. It's a great card. The pre-release ended up. I did get a chance to play in the pre-release, which was great.
Oh, cool.
Not,
I haven't seen you play Magic in a while.
It's few and far between. It almost ends up just being pre-releases these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, that's kind of how it works. But we were pitted against one another with the Pit Lords for the sealed, and it was trying. That's for sure. Man, that Raven Man in Etched, it's such a fantastic looking card. I think I've narrowed down what it is for me that I'm most attracted to. The color hues, it's got this kind of lavender. I don't know, I'm sure if I'm gonna see if I can get the camera to pick it up. It's got this really highlighted lavender to it. Man, it looks great on that really dark black border for the textures. Really, really good looking cards. Crayon, Ever Changing, Rasputin, Danitha. Speak it into existence, and it shall appear.
Dupes, one foil, one not.
Okay, so that's 3 packs that have dupes. Not terribly bad. Aaron, Wildstyle, Ross, Rada, Tobias, Ramses, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see a pretty recognizable pattern in these packs, and it's the Legends reprints. These 3 characters are showing up just in, if it's not every pack, it's at least every other pack. Or it's 3 in a row, one off. 3 in a row, one off. So the distribution of this, at least opening these packs. Emperor, see, look, there's first time I've seen him, I believe. Oh,
Defiler.
So great. Yeah, General, the ever-changing one, Ayesha, Rose, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get a sense of the feel is that it's quite a bit different than the collectors that have shown up this year. Like Kamigawa, the alt arts really threw a lot of diversity in there.
Yeah.
And they alt arted everything. So in the collector boxes, they looked great, just skimming through. It also had 571 cards in the set.
Yeah, it was huge.
So you didn't get a chance to see so much repetition in there. Yeah. And I actually don't know the amount of cards that are in the set or the amount of variants each card will have, but it's nowhere near that amount. So it feels squished for sure. Hey, look, speaking of,
what do we get?
Another Ramirez? Radaback Baru. Yeah, still kind of in the same space. Yeah, so this set feels great to open. These textured foils and these stained glasses are absolute standouts. They did that very well. The art direction on this set, in my opinion, was very, very high. I like the color palette that they've used. The synergy is undoubtedly magic, but it also feels very much like its own product, which was great to see for them branching out and stuff like New Capenna. You know, whether you were a fan of that set or not, we like to do a lot of stuff in limited in the shop here. Yeah, Zur, the artwork for this is also fantastic. But this is the art direction, like this is just a fantastic looking card. This black pitting, the texture on here, plus this refractive nature makes you feel like this is very mirror-esque, right? It really feels like there's illumination. Well, it's not really. Shibin Reef, yeah. But it is a smaller set, and I'm starting to feel that in these packs.
For sure.
Starting to get a lot of repetition.
I like what they did with the lands, though, because I feel like in the last set they really kind of went away from like really cool-looking lands.
Yeah, the land art, and I could be weird in this. I would imagine a lot of other old schoolers are somewhat similar in my...
There we go.
Hey, first Legends!
Nailed it.
Look who it is! Yes! Yeah. Look, okay.
Proof. They're there. They exist.
This right here brings back all the memories.
Same pack.
Brings back... Yes!
There we go.
Now.
Okay, we hit.
You're just going to kick me up and down the street all day long, aren't you? Holy smokes. Yeah. And typical Legend, like look at this off-centering. And then also, I'm not sure if you can see it in here, but I'll try and get some of this. Look at this, the print quality back. So where the colored gold meets the black, you can see these kind of bleeds of color in here. Much, much, much different than modern Magic cards, that's for sure. But wow, is that incredibly off-center, and the cut for that is terrible. So let's just give it a test. Make sure that we're in the... Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll have to set this aside.
First one.
Yeah. Jesse and I have done this for quite some time, and I like opening boxes just as much as the next man does, but I don't know why I do it anymore. You know why I do it? To get all the duds out of the shop. So that all of our customers pull all the fire. That's
This is
really what it
in the
is.
same pack, too.
My goodness.
That was a good one.
Karn, Legend,
And a
Jedit, and this is...
That was a solid pack.
Yeah, that's the GOAT pack for sure. Yeah. So the old schooler kind of mindset in me, I always tie the particular set to the artwork in the set. That's how I like root and adhere my own like parameters of the set. It's not the Karn, showed up in this set, or it's not this is the first time that like there was anything Urza related. It's the lands. And back in the day, the lands were, and they still are to some degree here, but they were a focus. They're on the table longer than anything else is. They're always out.
Yeah.
And back in the day, one of the things I absolutely loved, as I'm sure a lot of the old schools are, you'd have 5 different plane arts, but they were panoramic.
Right. Yeah.
And so remember how lovely it was to just have, if you're playing a mono white, you're like, here's my land. I don't care how stompy you are for me. I'm just going to at least be able to get all my lands out and feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say that starting with Midnight Hunt, I love all of the lands, but starting with Midnight Hunt, this game has really upped its direction with land.
Yeah.
And man, Midnight Hunt was that a big splash?
All the way through.
Yeah, holy smokes. Talk about a revolutionary change in Magic lands, right? They were absolutely gorgeous. And Kamigawa lands too were
Those
great.
Are cool, yeah.
Just that swamp, all of those looked great. So it's really nice to see them at least preserving. When I'm getting boxes like these, I'm like, hey, well, at least we've got a stack of lands,
cool
right?
land,
yeah. Stack of lands. There's the first Jaya. That's okay. We'll take Jaya all day long. Yeah, she's great. So here's the borderless. She's always been a, if I'm looking at her in this, her artwork's not that bad at all. Not that bad.
She's got her own secret layer coming out, right?
She does, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then there's some more stained glass. I'm not particularly up on the secret layer kind of channel line. I do. It's in my peripheral. It's not much, but I knew that there's some really great stained glass ones coming out here.
Yeah.
In a minute, just to coincide kind of with this set. But yeah, the lands, more Danitha here. Wow, is that 2 Danitha? The same, different Tobias, Raven Man. Yeah, good amount of lands, that's for sure. Let's get this box topper open. I'm wondering if there's box topper availability for Legends cards. That would be interesting.
Oh, interesting. That would be really weird.
Ramirez? Carekeep Overlord. I'll take it. What else am I going to do, right? No, I don't have a choice.
What it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cracking the last box.
Go for it. I feel like you should be opening that entire box yourself. Like if I'm just going off the track record here. My measly contribution of a Liliana and a Shield Dread is paling in comparison to your Midas touch when it comes to opening. And I'm not kidding, Jesse's got it for, it doesn't matter what game we're opening. Pokemon, you'll see. It doesn't matter what it is. Digimon, Tobias, Ramses.
Twin Inferno. A cool looking card.
Another Scree. Yeah, there's some really incredible artwork in this set. When I first started playing Magic, that was the #1 draw to this game for me, was the artwork, right? The artwork was absolutely iconic artwork. Coming from Dungeons and Dragons, you're like, oh, I used to love all these. Boris was one of my favorite artists back in the day. He was making a lot of art that had like a Herculean, triumphant, very victorious pose of a dude that's got a dragon behind him. Very, very high fantasy looking stuff. And there's the Ajani we've been looking for. Look at that. See, it's almost overshadowed by this just textured foil black card. Like, Ajani's here, but this it's so striking. It's great. Yeah, so there's the Ajani right here.
I got a regular one of him.
You did get a regular one of him.
I got a regular Ajani,
Okay.
yeah. No foiling.
I'm not sure how much he's worth in this set, but talk about and also this kind of like, it's a fantastic card.
All the braids are like $16.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those are quite a bit more than we thought. Oh, Johnny's 15.5. Zur still around $12-ish.
I just pulled the. That's
Yeah, Plaza of Heroes. I think we've got about 6 of those already. Yeah, so we're not sitting terribly bad at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of like 10 bangers.
Yeah, quite a few. Again, prices are, of course, pre-release. We're 24 hours from release as we're opening these packs right now. Oh, I'm just looking at that Ajani in the border list, bottom left. Yeah, that's some great artwork right there.
I did get a Joda. I don't know if you have a Joda.
Oh, you did? I have not.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Stronghold Arena, Valiant Veteran. Look at the artwork on this. This is high fantasy to the max right there. Look at this, dude.
Nice.
Big club all day. Love it. Ayesha, Runefo. Yeah, we're gonna have to see the rest of these. I'm gonna just go to the right. I'm sticking to the right. I'm gonna bleed out that whole
Stay to the right.
stack. Stay to the right. Stay to the right. Makes you wonder how many. So we're gonna be. This is our 7th box in, and we've got a single legend card. Makes me almost want to have. There's the borderless Sarah Paragon.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a hit for sure.
That's a big hit.
That's a first page hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a big hit. Borderless might be 26-ish bucks, somewhere around there.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
I feel like it's at least around there. Yeah. Rasputin, Astor. This is the first Astor that I think I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the artwork on this is fantastic.
Yeah, extended? Is that the one?
Yeah, 28 bucks. That's great.
Perfect.
Yeah. The artwork on this is fantastic. You've got this Human Victor. Speaking of Boris, right? Human Victor slaying a dragon. Yeah, but in stained glass. Look at that. Yeah, art direction on this set is top notch. Absolutely top notch. Yeah. Now, let's get one more legend. Dupes not bad. Borderless. It's only 4. That's 4 packs that have had dupes in them so far. Now, oh, there we go. Speak it and it shall appear. Again.
Another Legends?
Yeah, but look, you can see that these are... Let's pull both of these together. We got our 2nd Legends pull. Now, you can see on here, these are both strongly misaligned to the left. Both of these cards, if you look at those margins, right? So it really does make you wonder, like, what the correlation was of inserting these cards into distribution for each one of these packs. So if you're really looking at the cards here, these are almost the same width. And so many Magic cards back in the day just lacked that QC, right?
Yeah.
They really did. But nothing terribly crazy in terms of hits. I had another pack here. Was it here?
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
That one's going to get lost to the nether somewhere. It had the Legends pack in it, and somehow the shop will reclaim that. I don't know where it is. It's going to be somewhere. Was this it? No? I should probably get better at...
You can play the video back. You know?
Yeah, we're going to have to,
find
them.
I love that artwork.
Oh, my. Wow.
Super cool.
Yeah, this is an absolute win. Just an absolute win. It's got a touch of that realism to it that you just can't produce when you're doing traditional medium art. Right? You really need to have this digital space. That is great.
Detail on it.
Yeah,
Amazing.
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Watch, there's like a textured shield dread in that pack. that missing pack somewhere. It's not missing. We'll have to go back and find out exactly where it is.
It's on the table.
It's recorded now, so we'll have to go back for it.
Ooh, another cool one. Look at that. That goes with your whole. That goes all with your whole vibe.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's great art. That's absolutely great art. Yeah, the antiquities kind of feel to some of these cards makes me.
Get you all in your feels.
Yeah. All right. All of them.
Yeah.
Aslan, Silverback, Elder. This is a card that my wife's gonna be like, "Hey, look, it's you." She's silly. Super silly. Yeah,
all right, we're coming down to it.
Yeah, I wanna say the mythic distribution seems to be a little light. We're not. I would have expected in 7 boxes to come up on more mythics, frankly. Again, it could just be this case. There's definitely not enough of a sample size for us to get, which we'll get over the remainder of the day and tomorrow. Wow. Ramirez and Ramses in the same pack. Hey, there's another Ajani in there, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, if only every Ramirez had an Ajani behind him,
Right.
we'd be sitting high on the hog over here.
Final two?
Final two. We're
right.
down to it right here. Pack war. Let's do it.
All right.
I say that only because I want to redeem any amount of place that I might have for these just poor showings. So bad. So bad. All right. Come on, give me some hot wins here. So far, Thrawn Portal, no thank you. Plaza Heroes, that's like $11, $12 right now. Rasputin, the ever-changing Joda. Well, you gonna beat me again? Is that how it's gonna go?
I don't know. I mean, we both got a Legends card. So.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So here we are. After we filtered through, what was it? 7 boxes.
7 boxes.
7 boxes. Yeah. So it turns out we got a ton of legends that were just nestled in cards that we were not even looking for. Right. Just kind of moving through. So careful as you guys are opening your boxes. If you are, look for them for sure. We opened 7 boxes and we've got 5 legends. So. Quite a bit more than what our statistic significance should have been.
Yeah.
But also had some great hits. We got 2 Phyrexian language Shieldreds, 2 Lilianas. We got 2 Karns. There's another Karn somewhere in there. Stained glass Karn. A couple of Ajanis. All in all, we're sitting pretty high in this box opening anyway. So 7 boxes, 5 legends coming in, and overall we've got probably a $350-ish mythic slot in half of those boxes, which was really, really good. So keep that in mind. You're going to be missing your legends. Don't scroll through them too quickly as we did. We'll see you guys later.